Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy. I'm a professional astrologer, and you can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com, and there you can read this forecast. So today I'm going to talk about the eclipse on October 23rd. It's a new moon eclipse, and I'm going to give you the brief information, the basic information about that eclipse in the beginning of this video, and the other part of this video, hopefully it will flow smoothly. It will be about each of the zodiac signs, so you'll get a little more personal information, so you'll be able to read or hear about your sun sign and or your rising sign. Okay, so if you don't know what your rising sign is, just give me a quick email with your birth date, time, and place, and I will tell you what your rising sign is, and I will tell you where this eclipse is located in your chart, so you'll know which video to watch, which is best for you. Always watch your sun sign, but you want to watch the one that's about your rising sign as well. So that's just a little bit of education for you. All right, new moon eclipse, October 23rd at 5:57 p.m. on the east coast of the United States. It's at 0 degrees of Scorpio. We also have Venus at 0 degrees of Scorpio at the same time. Now, if you're a person who's also been watching that Mercury retrograde, you know, I'm recording this as Mercury is stationary. So let's see how many takes. It's been 6 takes just for this intro, and it's like, okay, here we go. Scorpio's at 2 degrees. Mercury's at 2 degrees of Scorpio as a planet that's stationary, moving retrograde. So, wow, that was an astrological mouthful, right? Okay, what does all that mean? Here we go. Take some notes. New moon in Scorpio is all about transformation. Transformation through mastery. That's how we honor Scorpio. Transformation through mastery. We have to transform something. We have to allow this shift and change in our energy fields, in our bodies, in our head, wherever it is for you. We must allow this transformation to happen. We cannot fight change. So, transformation through mastery, meaning allowing it to happen, allowing it to be what it is. Now, some of the other things that we look at with this new moon in Scorpio is what's going on with it, right? So we have that Venus there at 0 degrees of Scorpio, just like the sun and moon are. So everybody's lined up. We're only lined up, physically with the sun and the moon, but Venus is also at that part of the zodiac. It's just a little higher. And so what do we get with this energy is we get a lot of focus in on our relationships. Venus in Scorpio is very obsessive, but it's also devotion. So what side of the coin are you going to look at? I'm holding some coins from a friend of mine, and they were handmade for her in her memorial, so to Katrina, but she's passed on. And so, that's kind of an analogy that I get with this information, with the new moon, all about creating new things, and that Scorpio is all about change and transformation, two sides of the same coin. So we've got to allow things to leave and shift and change before the new things will come in. So what departments is all of this going to happen on? Well, mainly because of the scorpionic energy that this is, mainly what it comes down to is all about its sex, it's our soulmate relationships, again, mastery of transformation. It's all that Scorpio 8th house Pluto energy. All right, so we need these changes to happen. Even financial partnerships comes up with this because Venus is there. Love, sex, I already mentioned the sex part. That's because of Venus and Scorpio. Scorpio rules sex, Venus is love. All right, and even power struggles that we might be having with somebody else. All of these things are things that we should be focusing on. And, usually it's just in front of us, whether you recognize it or not, but it is what is going on around us. And if you feel you need to use this energy, then I recommend you do it. Eclipses are powerful new moons and full moons. This one's the new moon. They are very, very powerful because we're in perfect alignment with them on the physical plane. So that will help us to shift into what it is we need to shift into. All right, Scorpio is a water sign, so emotions are involved. The moon in Scorpio, not the best place for the moon, but because we become overly emotional. All right, maybe dramatic. All of these things are the things that are happening around all of us. So use this use this new moon eclipse to your advantage and to the best of your ability by allowing the transformation to happen and allowing and setting some goals for yourself. All right, go to my website and read all the details there too. So next, I'm going to talk about each zodiac sign. So hang on. All right, so for those of you who are Taurus, this eclipse, it's the solar eclipse, happens in your solar 7th house. All right, so what that means is your focus will be on partnerships. So if you have Taurus rising, like I do, this eclipse is going to go on in the 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So old soulmate relationships might come back so you can complete the healing that needs to happen. Or you might meet somebody, especially with it being a new moon. How exciting is that? Especially if you're a single person, you know, you might meet somebody that is here to help change your life on a major level. Now, if you're a married person, that option is still open to meet somebody who can help change your life. It just will not be an intimate partnership, okay? But it can be intimate in other ways than the sex department. But since this is Scorpio, there's a pretty good chance it's a very intimate relationship. So if you're meeting somebody who you really feel that soulmate connection with, or yeah, it really is that soul connection with, then that is somebody who's going to change your life. Good or bad, it's somebody who's going to change your life. All right, so keep that in mind throughout the month of October. But again, we have Mercury retrograde right now during this eclipse, and so yeah, you know, just take your time. Take your time. Old relationships most likely will come back to for us to examine. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm crazy about that one either. We all have exes, don't we? I think most of us anyways. So focus on that, you know, work on that 7th house, that relationship part of your chart, and work on you. And when those relationships show up, you're able to transform and go with the flow much easier. Scorpio is a fixed sign, so really try not to get stuck on one thing. That obsessive compulsive behavior of the Scorpio moon as it's making an eclipse with the sun can definitely, you know, hook us in, and we might not be able to let go. This eclipse is about letting go. All right, like I said in the beginning, a little bit of paradoxical energy going on here because, you know, we're looking at creating new things with that new moon, but we're also got the Scorpio energy, which is all about releasing, letting go, and transformation. And for you Tauruses with Taurus or Taurus rising, right in that partnership part of your chart. So you stick with that. So work with that. Focus on your relationships. I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching. Please come find me, nhastrologer.com. Find me on Facebook too, Dorothy Morgan Astrologer, and connect. Thank you very much, and blessed be, and namaste.